Yeah? Alright, I'll head there in a second. Good morning, and welcome back to Channel 8 News. I'm Brock Campbell with your breaking news report. It has now officially been reported that the fire yesterday in downtown Eldon has claimed 3 lives. While the initial indication was that 5 victims were in the hospital being treated for injuries, official police reports have revealed that 3 people have succumbed to their injuries. Jenna Walker reports live on the scene with more information.
Changes, baseball's hot streak, softball's weekend at home. And before we get into the action, make sure to take a second and subscribe to KNWT TV on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the bell to be notified the second that we post new content. Cue the intro.
Right, will take the head up, and he's hit to the backfield. Breaks loose from one would-be tackler around the corner right side to the 30, 25, sideline 20 to the 15, the 10, the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Dobbs. West, ball at the 19-yard line.
Good evening, and welcome back to Channel 8 News. I'm Brock Campbell with your breaking news report. Good afternoon, and welcome back to Channel 8 News. I'm Brock Campbell with your breaking news report. A large cyber attack has shut down the Eldon automotive plant, causing hundreds to be left without jobs for many weeks to come, as the families continue to worry about what their livelihoods are going to look like. Good morning, and welcome back to Channel 8 News. I'm Brock Campbell with your breaking news story. Police are on the search for an escaped man suspected of killing 4 Eldon residents. Police are currently uncertain of his whereabouts. If you have any information, please call the local Eldon PD. That is all the information we have for now, and we will keep you updated as more comes about. I'm Brock Campbell, signing off. Yeah? Good evening, and welcome back to Channel 8 News. I'm Brock Campbell with your breaking news story. This evening, we have an update on the suspect that escaped law enforcement the other day. I have insider information to share with you all tonight, so sit back, grab some snacks, and strap in for a long broadcast. Earlier last week, a male suspect escaped police custody after being suspected of murdering 4 Eldon residents. I can now confirm to you that it is no longer speculation as to who this suspect is. Wait, no. What? I'm not. We have an identification on the suspect. It was me. I am the escaped suspect. This is my story. You all may know me as Brock Campbell, the man that comes onto your screen every so often to give you the hard-hitting breaking news. But that's not the full story. Outside of the studio, my life is full of hate and a distaste for those all around. I can't read this. It's not true, though. I despise my family. I despise my daughter and wife and all the pain they've caused me. So I inflicted that same pain on them. Before I make my confession, do not attempt to contact law enforcement to my location. It will be far too late by the time they get here. And to the rest of the Channel 8 crew, do not attempt to enter. You will only cause more harm if you do. My wife, that bitch. She's been a pain in my ass for years. So she got what she deserved. Every night, over and over again. And my daughter, the way she's constantly needing attention and whining about when daddy's going to be home. Why is daddy always working? I'll tell you why I'm always working. So that I can make sure you have everything that you ever wanted. So I gave her the same treatment that I gave her mother. Every night, over and over again, until I could no longer hear her screaming. I just had enough of it. The other night, I got tired of them and needed something more. That poor family, it didn't do anything to me. They were just simply in my path. I dumped their bodies in the river, and as for my family, they are tied up in my basement. Please don't hurt them. I'll do anything. I, Brock Campbell, am confessing to the murder of the Dorian family on the evening of April 22nd. I stabbed and mutilated each of the 4 members and dumped their bodies in the river, followed by the murder weapon. I've also tied both my daughter and my wife in the basement of my home at 477 Bar Street, after committing unspeakable acts against them both. I, Brock Campbell, am confessing to the murder of the Dorian family on the evening of April 22nd. I stabbed and mutilated each of the 4 members and dumped their bodies in the river, followed by the murder weapon. I have also tied both my daughter and my wife up in the basement of my home at 477 Bart Street after committing unspeakable acts against them both. I, Brock Campbell, am confessing to the murder of the Dorian family on the evening of April 22nd. I stabbed and mutilated each of the 4 members and dumped their bodies in the river, followed by the murder weapon. I have also tied both my daughter and my wife up in the basement of my home at 477 Bart Street after committing unspeakable acts against them both. The events of tonight may have been disturbing to some, but I assure you, everything will be all right. I'm Brock Campbell, signing off.